One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
The U.S. Army has just put out a new recruitment ad. And so is Russia, but we'll get to that in a second.
Stand up!
The controversy surrounding this is that this ad is comprised of all white men. Now, why is that interesting? Because some of you might remember the recruiting ad for the Army that was put out a couple of years ago.
It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms. Sure, I'd spent my life around inspiring women, but what had I really achieved on my own?
Many are speculating.
All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwa, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. And as you see, I remember that ad. Matter of fact, we was talking about that ad, about how, Russia, they showed their military commercial and it really looked like men of war. They was all running through the snow, looking like real men out there. And then you had this damn ad of America talking about two moms, basically. And then the other one that I was trying to look for, remember they showed the other one where it was a trans people being in high positions in the army. So basically their mindset was wrong. They was basically trying to give the LGBTQ all the way to Z rights in the army, while you got other armies building up their armies with men that's ready for war. That's their life. And you worrying about putting transmissions in battle and making them being rulers over men, like a woman, change her, whatever. Got it, man. I hate even talking like this. I should be able to say what the fuck I want to say. But anyways, but you got to do it. This is why we in hell. But you got women changing themselves, to another kind, and then now she's a so-called man, and now she telling real men what to do. So I'm gonna let this video play, and I'm gonna get a couple scriptures. It should be quick.
Because of the dichotomy between these two ads, that we may actually be headed to war, which seems pretty obvious. Wall Street Silver says all white guys in the U.S. Army ads again. We're definitely going to war.
You definitely are going to war. Because see, it's all about prophecy. It ain't no if, it's about when.
Which Elon Musk said, uh-oh. Charlie Kirk said the U.S. Army ditches diversity in its newest ad. Are we going to war?
Yep.
The U.S. Army has released a recruiting ad featuring mostly white men. I guess diversity is not our strength when it's time for war. And here is Russia's latest recruiting ad.
And they said NATO equipment does not burn. It burns so much it's freaking hard to extinguish it. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Gog and Magog, the bear. All right.
So the U.S.
But so like I said, to get a couple scriptures, man, regarding the war. When you go up in this chapter, it go in like, I think we start from like 16 Isaiah 3:16 all the way down to this point, it goes into the woman, the curse of the woman, the bald head, instead of a sweet smell, stink, and basically just talking about the curses that came upon our women and how you gonna lose your men in a war. So this is the scripture I'm starting off with. Your men shall fall by the sword, and your mighty men in the war. Her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. So this is what's coming. And guess what? You want to know what the next scripture is? Isaiah 4:1. This is the last two verses in Isaiah 3. Isaiah 4:1 is next. The famous scripture, 7 women should take hold of one man. So we make videos to highlight, bring the scriptures to life, to filter what's going on in the world to the scriptures. The scriptures is not just a book. This ain't no book you could just, get a Dr. Seuss, all right? Goosebumps, Harry Potter, all right? This is a book of life, literally. And I'm doing this on the fly, so that's why I say this video gonna be quick. I don't even got no videos. The scriptures that's coming to my head. So it said, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars, as you see multiple. Now we understand World War III, that's just a war. When it say the wars, that's talking about the wars that's going to be happening on America's soil. Just know that the World War III, that is the war that end all wars. But within that war, you're going to be having wars on America's soil, class wars, civil wars, race wars. The scripture said that people are going to be fighting each other, friends fighting like enemies because of lack of bread and great tribulation. Also, Matthew 24:12, since iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So it said, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. That the next one? Yep. Hear now these things and understand them, you servants of the Lord. So we understand them. That's why we reporting on it. All right. And the Lord prophesied. Matter of fact, let's end it on a Gog and Magog scripture. Oops. I think it's 10 and 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into your mind, and you shall think an evil thought. When you go up in this chapter, it's talking about Gog and Magog, which is Russia today. And you shall say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. So at the time that they, destroying the small hats in America over there in the Middle East, the same time they're going to be shooting missiles on the land of unwalled villages, which is America. That's why you got so many foreign enemies coming into the border, which is on purpose. That's the day of Jacob's trouble. So, yeah. So it's saying, you shall say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. America is at rest. All right. And also, Israel been at rest for a while, too. I think, was it 1967 or 1973? I want to say 1973. Where Egypt and Syria, came blindsided Israel while they was in the land. But according to prophecy, Israel couldn't fall that early, so they ended up winning. But that was the last time that Israel really felt, some danger. It was in the 70s. So for, 40 something years, they've been at rest. But this is talking about America more because America always been at rest. Closest thing that happened to them was Pearl Harbor. All right. And that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars or gates. Because when you are the enemy, when you are the bully of the earth, you never work on your defense. You so used to offense. And you never thought that, you was going to reap what you sow. But as it say in Habakkuk 2:8, oh, shit, get that. It said, because you have spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil you because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city of all that dwell therein. So you reap what you sow. So let's end it on this.
Latest recruiting ad.
натовская не горит.